apartment and inside a vehicle while her 6-year-old son was in the back seat. Authorities say 29-year-old Abel Rosales Ventura allegedly fled to Tennessee after the June incident and was arrested there on a DuPage County warrant. He has since been returned to DuPage County and is scheduled to appear in court Monday. A 72-year-old Joliet man is facing 44 felony charges following an Illinois State Police investigation into alleged sex crimes involving an underage girl. Kurt Johnson was taken into custody Thursday and booked into the Will County Jail. The indictment includes charges of aggravated criminal sexual abuse, criminal sexual assault, child pornography, and other offenses. The case will be prosecuted by a special prosecutor from DuPage County. I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
Joe Fallon did something smart. He saved hundreds on auto insurance switching to Progressive. With that money, he commissioned a portrait of himself. Does Joe already know what he looks like? Yes. Do guests know what he looks like? Also yes. But not as art. It's Joe's savings, and if he wants to spend it on a velvet painting of himself with a white tiger at his feet, we say, roar, Joe, roar. Switch and see if you could save with Progressive and treat yourself. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Veterans and active duty service members, when your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
NFL training camps are getting underway. Bears rookies are due to report tomorrow, with veterans due in on Tuesday. The Bears will open up the preseason at home against the Browns on August 15th. Both the White Sox and the Cubs had the day off Thursday. The White Sox sit atop the American League Central by a game and a half over Cleveland after the Guardians lost their second straight 3-1 at home against the Twins. The Sox open a series at home against the Astros tonight with 9-5 Davis Martin starting. The Cubs send 6-1 Matthew Boyd to the mound on the road at Pittsburgh tonight. The Cubs are 7 games out of first in the NL Central and hold the top wild card of the National League. NHL free agency, the Blackhawks and Patrick Kane have agreed on a 2-year, $16 million deal. The 37-year-old spent the first 16 years of his career with the team, winning 3 Stanley Cups after being selected first overall in 2007 in the draft. Kane was an unrestricted free agent after spending 3 seasons with the Red Wings. As a member of the Blackhawks, he ranks second in franchise history with 1,225 points. Save big when you bundle auto and home, renters, or condo with Progressive.
I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
The Colonel is the king of chicken.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by KFC. Today, mostly cloudy with a high near 78. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 70. Looking ahead to Sunday, mostly sunny with a high near 89. Sunday night brings a chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a low around 76. Currently, it's 66 and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
The burrito, it's fire.
Hi, this is Maya.
And I'm Antonio. And the little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A hash brown scrambled burrito
is that it fuels our morning.
It's the full package.
You have the chicken, you have the eggs, and then you add these hash browns for a nice little crunch.
The chicken's always nice. It's crispy, it's juicy. And the cheeses, they melt together in a beautiful way.
And it gives me energy. It's perfect.
Order the Chick-fil-A hash brown scrambled burrito and Simply Orange Juice on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Looking to buy or sell a home in Chicagoland? Need trusted legal help with real estate, evictions, or estate planning? Turn to Guthrie and Brady, the happy lawyers serving the greater Chicago area since 1965. With over 50 years of experience, they handle titles and deeds, foreclosures, landlord-tenant issues, wills, trusts, and more. Appointments available evenings or weekends at their Roselle office or right in your home. Call Guthrie and Brady now at 847-524-1215. That's 847-524-1215. Or visit gnblegal.com. Guthrie and Brady, personal, professional, affordable legal services for all of Chicagoland. The happy lawyers since 1965. That's gnblegal.com. Or 847-524-1215. Guthrie and Brady, trusted legal help made easy, fast, affordable, and experienced. Call today.
everybody, and welcome to our final World Cup radio show here on WRMN 1410. I'm your host, Graham Boeder, here with my co-host,
Andro.
Downtown Jose. Hello, everyone.
And
wait a minute. Wait. Uptown Andro.
There we go. And we are incredibly excited to recap this year's tournament. So I think before we get into end of season awards, before we recap the entirety of the thing, we have to go over the two games that obviously happened over the weekend.
What did you do? Steal this?
I did. Well, Lamine Yamal gave it to me. So the first game was a third place game before we get into the big final. What were your opinions on that game? Very high scoring.
Very exciting.
Yeah, it's perfect, right? That's exactly what they want to see out here in the United States. A lot of goals, a lot of scoring, right?
I want to be completely honest. I didn't enjoy the game that much.
Because you know why? Because it was third place.
Third place team again.
But it was a relaxed situation for them, and guess what? You saw more goals.
Yeah, I'm going to be completely honest. I like good soccer. I like when it feels like it matters. The third place game doesn't feel like it matters. So in a way, I would not have completely enjoyed it no matter what. But if it's going to be a third place game, you might as well. If it's going to be a game that doesn't completely matter, you might as well have loads of goals, right?
And they sure did.
It was also the difference between third and fourth place is an additional $2 million to the team.
Ooh,
yeah.
So England ended up getting $29 million for winning that. So there's that.
It's not bad for third place.
Right? Not bad for third place. No, you know what? And it's you have to have it. I like it. I mean, listen. It's England and France. It's still two good teams and two to watch and a lot of great athletes out there. So, and again, like I said, there's a prize money there. Besides the fact there's ego, right? Especially when you're dealing with England and France, and you don't want to be the fourth. So guess what? I'm so happy that France ended up fourth. As a matter of fact, I wish France would have ended up last. Sorry,
not a France fan.
No, not at
Uptown
all.
Andrew.
He's far from it. But I think it was a way it got some players goals who didn't have them yet in the tournament, which I think was nice. Declan Rice, Bukayo Saka had a hat trick.
That's awesome. 3 goals.
Sadly, 2 Arsenal players, but... But speaking of clubs, we would love to do a club show. I mean, I think we've talked about that a little bit. I think it would be pretty awesome. We obviously have Fantasy Football Blitz coming up.
Yeah, we're going to do something. We've got something in the works, right?
Yeah.
We're going to put a little pressure on Mr. Dave Tees over here to make sure that he gets us going and put something together. And here's the interesting thing. We know how to talk other sports, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? We can talk Cubs. We can talk White Sox. By the way,
thing.
Guess what? Guess who's back with the Blackhawks?
Kane.
Oh, yeah.
Showtime's back. So we could talk hockey. So we'll be here for you. We're going to figure something out. We got some sponsors that are going to be coming in and supporting us. So we're going to put it together. And listen, and let me tell you something. There's a lot of soccer left to play, right?
Yes.
So much.
MLS is already going. You've got all the divisions in Europe are going to start up. You've got stuff. I don't think it ever stops. It's nonstop. I mean, there's leagues going on in Mexico. Mexico plays actually they play. They never stop. They get a break, but they never stop. They have the Winter League and then they have the Summer League, right? So there's stuff going on there all the time. It's just a matter of time before the Women's World Cup starts. Coming around, and
that's exciting
and then
too.
you got the Euros, and I saw something on one of the social media sites the other day where they were talking about, can we have the Euros in the United States? Because everything just went so well here, right? It was awesome. And actually, I have some stats on that once we get into it.
Yeah, definitely. But so what I will say is that I don't know if it's the same for every league. I'm a Chelsea fan. I know you're an AC Milan fan. Are you an AC Milan fan now too? You've changed.
Wait, what?
I've changed.
Seriously?
Yeah, changed.
Seriously?
Yes, look at
I
that.
converted you. You're not a Sox fan, are you?
Yes.
Well, we got to work on that next.
Are you a Cubs fan?
Oh my God, yes.
Amazing. Love it. I'm from Wrigleyville, so.
Oh, so you're a big Cubs fan.
Big Cubs fan. But.
Is downtown? You really a Sox fan? What's wrong with you? You like to lose? That's okay.
But
that's okay.
We'll get you.
What I will say is that for everybody at home who's watching, who may not have watched much before the World Cup, if you guys really enjoyed this 1 month tournament, you guys will love even more the fact that you guys get 1, maybe 2 soccer games a week from your club team.
Yeah.
It goes on all year. It's not like any other sport where you get half a year and then it stops. You get all year, as you were saying. Soccer never stops.
Yeah, and part of it is, I had someone mention to me that sometimes we need to explain things a little bit more to people that don't understand or listening for the first time. So in any league, whether it's Serie A, EPL, English Premier, even here in the MLS, you've got your regular championship, right? You've got your regular games, but then within that, there are other tournaments that go on, like the what do they call it out here? And like you got Champions League, right?
Yeah.
You got the Euro.
Euro.
So UEFA puts on it, and you got the same thing here, where they,
You have the domestic cups, like for the England, you have the Carabao and FA Cup.
Right. You got teams in MLS playing against teams from Mexico, right?
Yeah, you have what's it called? The Champions Cup.
Champions Cup.
There's so much of it all over, and it's just really enjoyable. And I think that being a club fan gets you so much more even into international football. And we would love to go and do a show on the Euros or Copa America, and I know that's another 2 years, so you don't want to look too far ahead, but we would love to do that. So I'll tell you guys should pick a team. You guys should try to follow along. We're going to try to do a show here with all the clubs and with all the club leagues, and I think you guys would really enjoy it.
Yeah,
we were talking about that, and I just remembered, I think the Chicago Fire, which, by the way, Lewandowski, okay, the star forward striker from Europe, he signed with them. They're playing Cruz Azul from Mexico.
Cruz Azul. That's what I like
which is actually my favorite Mexican team, by the way.
Yeah, I got the shirt. Cruz Azul,
so we agree there too, huh? Okay, good. So yeah, that's coming up, and there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff. So if you got into it and you enjoyed it, stick with it. If you're a big fan and you've always been a fan, then there's more to come.
Yeah, I'm gonna say though, Chelsea, 2 big signing this week with Morgan Rogers and Lacroix.
Yeah.
Xabi Alonso. If you're picking a new team, trust me, we're gonna win the league this year. I'm calling it.
Chelsea.
Yeah, there's been a lot of things going on, and obviously now is the time. If you follow European leagues, a lot of the signings are happening now, and there's a lot of the friendlies and practice games going on where club teams from Italy will travel to. I think Milan's going to Australia this year. They're playing out that way, and so you'll see some play out here. There's games out here. I mean, so. And then I think there's always some friendlies on a national level too, right? Thrown in there. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Italy is close to, or they may have signed a new coach. I know there was sort of discussions between
lots of them
between Pirlo and come on, from Manchester City. Guardiola, Pep.
Yeah.
So I think they ended up going with Andrea Pirlo, which was one of my favorite midfielders.
I think Pep might have declined it.
Yeah, well, I think it was because of this.
The money.
He wanted $17 million.
So before we move back to our third place game, this is our final World Cup show. I guess it's not our final show. We once again would love to do something else, but we love to have people call in, text in. So the phone line is 847-931-1410. If you have any opinions on the tournament, we would love you to give them to us. Once again, that's 847-931-1410 to call in. If you want to text in, that's 505-926-1410. Once again, 505-926-1410 if you would like to text in.
Yeah.
So getting back to it, my question for you guys is, how did Elise not get a goal this tournament, especially in that third place game? How did he not put it in the back of the net? It's not always
about the goals.
But he had so many chances in that one game alone.
There's chances, but it's the goals. Look, it's what you do on the field as a player for your team. It's the assists. It's the pulling people away from a play to open up space
for another guy. Yeah.
And it was constant movement, and he was there. He did that, right? And you saw that in a lot of games.
Yes. I think he had a great tournament.
Right.
I think at the end that third place game was definitely a little rougher for him.
Yeah, it was.
France almost completed a legendary comeback, and they just could not put it in the net.
Which I'm happy.
They almost did, but they just.
I'm happy that they did. That's okay. But these guys are effective. You saw that, and we discussed it. Remember the Argentina game when they won to go to the World Cup? Remember how Messi, same situation. He played on the right side, and he
drew players in. He didn't.
Yeah, he pulled players towards him to give other guys open opportunities.
That's an elite ability.
That's the ability right there, and that's what happens. And you need guys like that, right? So, and I think this is why you see, at least you see, look, I don't know why I'm having trouble with names. I think it was that donut you gave me this morning. It's killing me. But Yamal, he didn't have a spectacular World Cup from a goal-scoring standpoint, right? But what he did do was he drew others towards him. And he opened it up for
other players.
For Ferran, for a lot of
That's what great players do.
And that's exactly it.
Yeah, and I think in a team with so many egos, with so many star players, to have a player who just wants to make things happen for the team and is okay not scoring just as long as you can win games.
He's a team player.
That's something that is rare.
Yeah, I think it's rare.
Especially nowadays. I feel like every player, and even though it's not entirely a bad thing, every player has an ego to him, and I think that in a way Elise probably does too, but not the same as the other players. He's okay letting the other players score, letting the other players be in more of a spotlight as long as he can win the team games.
Some players just want to win.
Right. And I always, from a soccer standpoint and from even a coaching standpoint, I want my strikers to have an ego. Zlatan.
Yeah, like a player with a chip on your shoulder.
I think it's on the back of my shirt, but Zlatan is one of my favorites, and players like
Ronaldo, right?
Ronaldo.
I mean,
these guys got to have an ego. They've got it because that's who they are, and that's the position that they're playing. If you're going to wear the number 9 to number 10, you better be prepared.
You better be good.
You have to think that you need to push yourself more than others. So you need to believe that you're the best at all times. And that's not being disrespectful to other players. That's just you always need to think that you're the best and that no matter what will happen, it's going to be you.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to make that play. And that's not a bad thing. That's a player who believes in themselves.
Confidence.
Right. And you saw that. And I got to tell you, and I know we're talking about England and France still. And look, Mbappe, same thing. And I'll tell you what, I saw an ugly side of Mbappe. I mean, I didn't realize that he had sort of a mean streak in him.
The fire in him.
But he does, right? And so you saw that in him. You saw that in Bellingham. You saw that in, Jude. I think Jude, didn't he crack somebody in the back of the head or back of the neck for disrespecting it, right? One of the players. So you're going to see things like that. And listen, at the end of the day, these guys are not stupid. They know. They play with each other. They play on the same team.
Year-round.
Clubs, right? So some of the guys you saw from Argentina at the end of the game over there in that fight, they know that they've got to go back and play for Manchester or Chelsea or Arsenal, and they know that they've got guys that they're going to be, they're on the same team together. But it's just the attitudes, the egos, and it's the passion, right? And we were just talking about it. I think the teams and the nations on this side of the pond, if you will, our hemisphere, seem to be a bit more passionate when it comes to that type of stuff, right?
That's a good thing in my opinion.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
You gotta have love for the game.
I mean, that's not so bad to have a bench clearing brawl once in a while, right?
I mean,
in guys in shorts.
How do I say this? It's a bad thing, but it shows that we care. That makes sense.
And it's teams that have always had to play with the idea that the European teams are always the top team.
Always the top ones.
And of course, you're not gonna stand in a room and say that with Argentina and Brazil in that room. I mean, let's face it, Brazil. Say what you want, Brazil still has 5 stars, okay? And 5 stars on their shirt means that they won 5 World Cups, right?
Ooh.
Yep.
So we have them here, and I think that they're getting stronger and better. United States, we're talking 350 million people here. We got quite a large pool to pull from. So you're going to see that.
At the end, we'll definitely talk about what this has meant for American soccer. But I think the last point I wanted to make before we move on to the big final.
That's what he does when I talk too much.
Is that that was funny?
That's okay. But I do it to him.
It goes both ways.
Yeah, right.
But I think that my big takeaway from this game, the thing I was looking at, was who's going to score in that game. Because I feel like that game, more than anything, was a Golden Boot decider. And Mbappe scored 2 goals. He won the Golden Boot.
Right.
I don't think my family members, the Messi fans, were too happy about that one. They're like, it doesn't count. It shouldn't count.
But why?
He was offsides.
But besides, he scored the goals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy.
And,
beautiful goals too.
There's another. That's a revenue prize in itself, right? For the golden goals.
Yeah.
So it's not just about a trophy. I think they get an additional, I don't know what it is,
incentive, bonus,
something like that.
Yeah, you were talking about that earlier, right?
Right.
There's more than just a little medal to it.
You guys can say what you want about our sport, because there's some people out there that, it's boring.
No, it's
Did
not
you ever
boring.
sit there and watch a baseball game? Okay. But I'm going to tell you this. If you don't mind, I got to talk to the boss over here. $15 billion in revenue, okay, for this World Cup.
Man, that's a lot of money.
Broadcasting, listen to this, $3.9 billion just from broadcasting. Okay, another $3 billion from tickets. Remember how they kept on making a big thing with the tickets and too much this and that? Well, they got the money. Another $2.8 billion came in just from sponsorship. Now listen to this. These are records.
Man.
Okay, they set records in the United States. And by the way, you know the records that they beat were the 1994 United States
1994 team?
the World Cup. Okay, they said the highest level of attendance in World Cup history.
Yeah,
don't look at my phone. Guess what it was?
10 million?
Don't cheat.
I'm not going to cheat.
Over 6.8 million.
That's insane.
Okay, the highest U.S. television audience for a soccer match. I'm going to tell you, this is the highest U.S. television audience for any freaking match. 60 million viewers just for the final alone.
That's insane.
That's just here
That's
in the U.S.
United States, which
60
doesn't even
million.
like the sport that
Hey,
much.
there's a lot of soccer fans, man.
Let's not forget the fact that they drink Boston dry. Okay, and the only time I heard something like that happen, I think, is when the Bears played they played Tennessee Titans. They drink the stadium dry. I heard that. Most matches ever played in the World Cup, 104. So it was. They said that it was they broke
Most goals
multiple
scored?
records.
They scored the most goals in the tournament.
Yeah.
Too, which I
they
think
broke
would be
multiple
awesome.
records,
Yeah.
and so
That's why FIFA wants to have it back in the U.S.
Sure.
not too long, because
Yes.
it gets them the money, and
the winning
fans
team,
have loved it. So
What did Spain get for the winning? The winning team was
I don't know.
50 million. 50 million.
50 million.
Right? That's the now. Here's the interesting thing. You guys probably don't know this, but did you know that all those teams that won and get revenue, well, I think they all get something. They have to actually pay taxes on that money.
Oh, yeah.
doesn't surprise me.
Right?
Taxes is always.
I mean, Uncle Sam's got to get his cut of the share, right?
Yeah.
But they all knew this, by the way, because there were people making comments. But they all knew this going in, and heck, I would take it. I'll pay the tax on that. I don't mind, But yeah, it was successful, and we need it back. It helps grow our youth programs. It helps grow our clubs, and so. And look, I got the World Cup. Thank you very much.
I was at the park yesterday, and I'm seeing kids playing soccer.
Yeah.
But 10, 20 kids just playing soccer.
And what were they wearing? And they're wearing jerseys.
Yes.
That means that
Loris Park, and I'm
right?
like, man, this.
And there's businesses and companies and clubs making revenue off of those jerseys. So, yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome for the sport, and it's awesome for just. Listen, youth soccer has been the largest as far as any sport in the United States for a long time, as far as participation goes.
Start them young.
Okay, I mean, I remember when I was a kid playing. We played in. I played on a team, an all-star team, and we played in Soldier Field, and we played against.
Soldier Field.
Yeah, we played against West Germany. Remember West Germany, not Germany, West Germany, and I hit the crossbar on a corner kick, man.
How old were you?
I was 15.
15, oh, man.
And we had it was right before Chicago. You guys, you don't remember Chicago Sting? You remember the Chicago Sting? No, you don't know. You ever hear of the Chicago Sting? That used to be the NASL. I think
NASL.
And right before one of their games, and we played, and they had AstroTurf back then, and it was hot outside. It was like 98. It was 110 degrees on the field, but we had a blast, man. It was awesome.
Did you score any goals?
I did not. I hit the crossbar on a corner kick, and I assisted a goal. Yeah.
Would you rather play in grass or AstroTurf? Grass, right?
I feel like after the game, you got to kick the ball in the net.
Especially when you like to,
stop and
dive. And,
grass.
And then you get that big plastic burn on the side of your hip. That's not fun, man.
It's like football. I'd rather play in grass than football.
Yeah, right. But yeah, it's huge. It's huge. And look, it's become an issue with the clubs and the expenses, and that's part of what you hear a lot in the United States, the pay to play. I think there's a lot of players out there that quality kids that we may never see because of that, and that's a shame. And they got to fix that.
I agree, because
but it's growing.
Look at it, they're doing it in European teams. They have like stations, kind of in a way, all over the world. They have like they have their club, but it's not obviously where it's located. All over the world,
all over.
Many like scouting locations where they have feeders into the national team, and that's why, if you look at it, they have so many French players who people say aren't French, because they go all over the world and they try to find talents who probably don't have the money or don't have the ability to get where they are, and they get them to a top tier level, and then they are like, "That you guys want to go play for France?"
Yeah. So European clubs have systems here in the United States.
Yeah.
That they develop. Yeah. They have to.
I mean, I believe they have a few. Don't they have they have PSG?
PSG
Barcelona.
does. Barcelona, Real Madrid, Milan. AC Milan.
The past week, I actually just went to a Chelsea camp, which I thought was pretty awesome.
Oh, that's good.
You play.
Yeah, of course I play.
I got to get Dad to send me an invite. Come and watch you. Maybe I'll come chasing after you when you screw up.
And you were talking about playing on Soldier Field, and I do have to admit, I'm a little jealous because my brother also did that with his club. Andy got to go on in the United Center for the national anthem of one of the Bulls games, and I'm like,
yeah, that's fun, right?
I wish I got to go play on Soldier Field. But I did. You remember the USA-Germany game in the pre? It was like a warm-up friendly.
Yeah.
I got to go in the tunnel and meet all the players. My club. And
that's
that was
cool.
pretty awesome.
That's awesome. It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
One of the coolest things I've ever done.
You weren't one of the kids where they hold their hands and they walk out before the game.
No, I think I'm too old for that. But
yeah, you're too old.
There's a lot of people. I don't know if there may be people. You see that in all the games, and if you guys didn't understand what that was all about, obviously, and it's in Europe, it's all over. Well, mostly in Europe, where before the game starts and the teams come out, there's always children, right?
Mm-hmm.
And each athlete is holding the hands of a child.
Of a kid, yeah.
And the whole idea of that is to share, to the youth and to bring them up and develop them.
Yeah, and then that would make them so happy, As a little kid, being with, real...
Absolutely.
And that'll just give them the fire.
But I did get to give them high fives and say hi to them, which is pretty cool.
You did?
Yeah.
Did you get any autographs?
Didn't get it. They were walking through, going on to the second half, so I didn't get autographs, but I did...
Well, high fives are good, man.
High fives, and a few of them said hi to me. I got a hi from Pulisic, too.
That's awesome, man.
We'll downtown and uptown will give you some autographs later. Don't worry about it.
Thank you,
guys.
guys.
Got you covered,
his jersey.
So we got the music coming on. We haven't got to the final yet, so we'll obviously talk about that next. You guys excited for it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So we will see you guys in the second half. Boeder on Sports, and we are incredibly excited to cover the final. See you guys.
So we got...
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley. This update brought to you by Progressive. An Oswego man is being held without pretrial release after prosecutors say he punched a woman in the face on the Illinois Prairie Path in Wheaton. Authorities say 48-year-old Marvin Carter approached the woman on July 11th and struck her without warning before walking away. Prosecutors say Carter was already on pretrial release in another aggravated battery case. He's due back in court August 26th. The Illinois Legislative Ethics Commission has voted to release its report on misconduct allegations involving former State Representative Harry Benton of Plainfield. The commission says the report will be published online after potential redactions are reviewed to protect the privacy of those involved. Benton resigned from the 97th district seat earlier this month following allegations of harassment. A Wheaton man is facing multiple felony sexual assault charges after police say he assaulted a woman in her apartment and inside a vehicle while her 6-year-old son was in the back seat. Authorities say 29-year-old Abel Rosales Ventura allegedly fled to Tennessee after the June incident and was arrested there on a DuPage DuPage County warrant. He has since been returned to DuPage County and is scheduled to appear in court Monday. A 72-year-old Joliet man is facing 44 felony charges following an Illinois State Police investigation into alleged sex crimes involving an underage girl. Kurt Johnson was taken into custody Thursday and booked into the Will County Jail. The indictment includes charges of aggravated criminal sexual abuse, criminal sexual assault, child pornography, and other offenses. The case will be prosecuted by a special prosecutor from DuPage County. Aurora has launched a special census count in an effort to recover more than $2 million in lost federal funding. City officials say the 2020 census significantly undercounted Aurora's population, costing the city millions each year for services like road maintenance, public safety, and public works. The special census runs through August, with results expected to determine funding beginning in 2028.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
Are you 50 or older? This news is for you. The CDC recommends you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at risk. People 50 or older are over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia compared to adults 18 to 49. Just one shot can help protect you. Learn more and schedule at vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. Elgin isn't just a city. It's a community built on connection, innovation, and opportunity. And at the heart of it all is the Elgin Chamber of Commerce. For over a century, the Elgin Chamber has helped local businesses grow, connecting entrepreneurs, advocating for progress, and inspiring the leaders of tomorrow. Whether you're a new business just starting out or an established company looking to expand, the Elgin Chamber is your partner for success. Join a powerful network of leaders making a difference in our community every day. Together, we're shaping the future of Elgin one connection at a time. Elgin Area Chamber of Commerce, where business and community grow together. Call now, 847-741-5660, or go to info@elginchamber.com. Contact Carol Gieske.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Today, mostly cloudy with a high near 78. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 70. Looking ahead to Sunday, mostly sunny with a high near 89. Sunday night brings a chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a low around 76. Currently, it's 69 and mainly clear. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
The Colonel's cooked up a new $10 bucket of the day just for you. Monday, 24 nuggets for $10. Tuesday, 8-piece fried chicken for $10. Wednesday, 10 wings for $10. Thursday, 8 tenders for $10. Friday, 24 nuggets for... Ooh, you guessed it, didn't you? $10.
Finger licking machine.
The $10 bucket of the day deal. Every weekday. Only at KFC. It's finger licking good.
Prices and participation vary while supplies last. Not available on third-party ordering platforms. Tax extra.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the second half of our final World Cup radio show here on WRMN 1410. You guys excited to cover the final?
Oh, yeah.
The final show right now. That's it.
Final World Cup radio
Okay, good.
Just for this year's World Cup. So, I think before, one last point. I know you guys are like, you got to get to the final already. But I do need to bring this up because while we were talking about our soccer experiences, I did forget to say this, and I think it's big for Andre, too, as an Italian. I did go and play in Italy last year, and I played against AC Milan and Juventus, and it was one of the coolest things I've ever done. I need to give credit.
These are the things we find out in between breaks, right? You're holding out on us, buddy.
Yes.
I thought I had already told you because
And Milan, AC Milan, right? Not Inter Milan.
AC Milan.
Not that guy's. Yeah, don't get poisoned by him.
No.
Did
AC
you go by?
Milan,
You didn't go to the stadium, did you?
Oh, we went past it, but we didn't go in it. I really wanted to because I know it's such an incredible, historic place to go.
A couple years ago when we went for our anniversary, and I set the trip up so that we would land in Milan, and my wife and I, we rented a car before going to Verona, and I drove by the stadium. Now, I want you to understand something.
It's huge, isn't it?
The plan was to stay in Milan for a night, and then we were going to go to the game and watch Milan versus Inter, a derby. But my friend, and if he's listening, Jerry, you jerk, talked me out of it. He says, "Oh, no, come on, we're on vacation. We can watch it at a bar." Blah, blah, blah. And so I didn't do it. And I literally cried when I saw the stadium. I was at the stadium, and I just stood there. I was like crying, you know. And then and we were there for 2 weeks. Then I wanted to try to watch them again, and we were going to be in Rome the following weekend. And guess what?
Were they playing Roma?
Milan had a game with Lazio.
Oh, Lazio.
And guess what? My buddy Jerry talked me out of that.
Oh, come on.
Jerry.
So he says,
Twice.
We'll go to a club, we'll go to a bar and watch it. So that evening, we went to a bar, to watch the game. And we sat there, and we sat at the bar. It's a cafe. And I got these two people sitting next to me, an Irish couple. And from watching a game, all of a sudden, we start talking politics, and they're just telling me their views of politics. I looked at Jerry, I says, "You're done. You're done. When we leave here, you're done tonight."
Don't
Come
call
on,
me.
Jerry.
Yeah, it's awesome.
But we went to Turin, Milan. We were in Naples for a little bit, but not long. And then we went to probably, I know you probably want me to say Milan, but probably my favorite place. I think it had to be. Oh, we also did go to Rome, but my favorite place was probably Sorrento. It's so beautiful there.
Sorrento's beautiful, isn't it?
I would like to go to Rome.
I want to retire there, but we went to Turin, Naples.
Wow, big words, bro. You guys don't know this, but this young man's father's in the studio with us, and those are some big words to retire there. Good for you.
Yes.
Good for you.
Isn't it beautiful, though?
It's beautiful.
We stayed in this crazy, cool hotel. Oh, my God. I mean, I miss it.
That's why we need Italy back in the World Cup, so we can see this and go and,
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
Well, they got a new coach, right?
They'll be there. But, yeah, that's good. And yeah, that's awesome that you did that and you trained. And, look, there's a lot of kids doing that now.
Yeah, I thought you would think it was really cool.
I played out there. I played in a summer league with a club that was sponsored by local businesses, and we ended up winning. We ended up winning the championship, by the way. And listen to this. You know where our field was? Our home field was right across the street from the sea. So you could go jump in the water after you're done.
That's amazing.
And our club was sponsored by a restaurant, a pizzeria restaurant. And they had a big party for us after we won, and they had us all sitting at the table. And I think the owner actually regretted having me there. He says, "Boy, man, it's cheaper to buy you a suit than it is to feed you."
And I will say, though, I kind of forgot a little bit about it. My memory's I can't remember every single little part because there's so much cool stuff. But Milan was amazing, too. And now I think about it, downtown Milan.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. Just walking around. I wish the rest of my family, when I was training, went out and went to a bunch of fancy places. So that's what I missed out on. We went to Sorrento before the team came. It's a little bonus. So I got to do everything. That's why Sorrento was so cool.
See, that's why it's an awesome game. Look what it brings you.
I'm really glad I got to train with Milan.
Travel
so
worldwide.
Cool. But I kind of missed out on the Milan experience a little bit.
Yeah.
They went without me. Kind of offended still. But how about we go to the final?
Let's do it.
So, obviously, Spain 1-0 in extra time. It was Ferran Torres, I believe.
Yeah.
Scored the winner. And it was just all Spain, wasn't it?
It was Spain. And the one thing I didn't understand is
they shut them down, man.
But I didn't understand is that Argentina did not play their typical lineup. He did. The coach actually changed the lineup.
He changed the lineup.
Dropped back. I think he went to a one on forward, and I didn't understand what they were doing. It was odd. It wasn't the type of lineup you should have been playing.
You shouldn't mess with the lineup.
No, not against Spain.
No.
But Spain they just were unbelievable, and they just played well. And I got to tell you, I was rooting for Argentina, and I probably had a lot of people rooting for Argentina. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Once Argentina lost, and you saw the guys out there in the fighting, which was stupid. It was just dumb.
You lose the game. Fighting's not going to change it.
Yeah, that was dumb. And I get the
right.
I get the passion. But one good thing that came out of it is this. Argentina, that would have been their 4th World Cup. And with Spain, this is their 2nd. So I'm kind of happy that they didn't get their 4th, because that means they would have been tied for it with Italy, right? So, you know, I'm just being a little selfish. That's being a little selfish, but it was a good game.
It was.
It wasn't even. It probably wasn't a great game, but it was a good game.
I think any World Cup final is a good game.
Yeah, any World Cup final.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
I know Spain kind of dominated, but Spain had chances. I mean, if they didn't win that game, I think Argentina's goal should have been get it to penalties. So that's the only way. They were not going to get a goal unless they got incredible. I mean, maybe at the end they had a chance or two, but like their goal after regular time should have been penalties or nothing. You know what I mean? And I don't think that's the game.
But how are you going to get the penalties when you know how many shots on net Argentina had?
They had 0, I believe.
0. Guess what? You know what you can't do? You can't score a goal if you have 0 shots.
No, you can't. That means
no
defense.
Way. That's it. And the lineup had a lot to do with that. I think the way that they I don't know what the heck that coach was thinking, but 0 shots.
He shouldn't have messed with the chemistry. They stick to what got them there.
No.
And then once you're in the finals, why change it up?
Scaloni's done so well being able to coach Argentina back from when they've been struggling, and they just didn't do it. Once they started like losing the game, even when they gave up the goal to actually lose the game, they didn't come back from it. They didn't look much better. Maybe they had a chance or two. They had like a corner and like a few deep free kicks, which are like, but that was the best they got all game. And
they had
that shot by who was it? What's his name? He's the coach of Athletic. Simeone. They had the shot at the end, which could have been a goal. But like, if that's your best chance in a game, and that's your like only real big chance in a game, you understand why that team lost. And Scaloni is a great coach. He did not coach a great game at all.
No, and I think the players, there was just something odd. It just didn't. It didn't seem right. It didn't flow right. Messi rarely got the ball.
And that's the thing, though. I think that
even Enos, he didn't get the ball either.
People all over hate on Messi, and I think that I love Cristiano Ronaldo. I think that at a point now, I think we all just gotta agree now that they're the 2 greatest players we've ever seen, and that we just have to enjoy them. Because after this World Cup, it made me realize more than ever, why debate who's better when you can just sit there and enjoy the players who are playing their potentially last ever seasons.
Yeah, enjoying them both.
You have to enjoy it. So Messi's an incredible player, and he probably was the best player at this year's tournament. He just didn't get the ball. And when he did get the ball, he looked good. He just didn't get it much. So and that was not Messi's fault. That is Argentina's fault.
Because they didn't give him the ball.
Argentina failed Messi. Messi didn't fail Argentina.
Yeah, it was, again, like I said, and I think the lineups, I think, had a lot to do with that. I mean, look, it almost felt like the passion from Argentina was left behind after that England game. I think it was like it was almost like they looked spent. You know, like they just burned it up on that game, and they achieved what they wanted to do with England, because that's a massive, I don't know if it's a rivalry, but they don't like each other, right? And when they got in and they got with Spain, I think as it got closer towards the end, you started to see, you saw Argentina wake up and maybe
try,
and maybe these teams need to play with that kind of panic all the time, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I do have a question for David Tees over here. You said that this was going to be your first ever game you fully watched.
That's right.
Did you? Did you watch the entire game?
Yes, I did. I did watch the entire game. I actually enjoyed it.
Amazing.
A little confused on stuff, but I was really...
What stuff were you confused on? We want to clear it up. And I'm going to ask you, by the next few weeks, you're going to need to pick a club team, too.
Yeah, well, with the confusion...
He has already.
I can't be surrounded by 3 AC Milan fans.
You know, I will tell you, one of the things about it is I did not know that there was a, like in hockey, there's a blue line, you know, or
offsides?
Yeah, offsides penalty. I did not know that. That was one of my things that it interested me into the whole entire thing, that there was a,
there's an offsides. It's not that there's a line, it's the defenseman.
Oh, okay.
There has to be a defenseman between the goalie and you.
It's not always the goalie, but it usually will.
Or 2 players. Two players.
Right. You have to be behind. There has to be 2 players in front of you at all times when the pass is played.
And I'll tell you what, that's a great point. Because in one of the games this year, we saw where the goalie was out of his net and pulled forward, but there were,
exactly
the two defensemen. So it's two defensemen.
Two defensemen.
Right, and I did not know that. And I'll be honest with you, I was really totally rooting for Argentina all the way. I text Andro, this game was good. Yeah. I couldn't believe at one point there was like 17 shots on goal by Spain, and Argentina had none. And I was like, wow, But I was
dominant.
I'm going to be honest with you. I was on the edge of my seat. The overtimes, the drama, the suspense. Really rooting for Argentina, and I mean, there were points where I had my hands over my head and going, why?
It's amazing. See, you get drawn in, right?
Yeah, I got drawn in.
It was fun.
It's exciting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna try to start getting closer to watching more and more?
I'll be watching more and more World Cups in the future. Yes, that I will be doing.
Are you gonna watch a little bit of club soccer?
I could be.
Major leagues.
I'm not gonna.
Major soccer.
He's not gonna watch club. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna grab him and we're gonna take him to a game.
So here's what we're gonna do. At least. So
is this where a van's going to pull up in front of my house? You guys drag me out, and
we're going to put a hood over your head.
Well, I think there's two things we have to do. First of all, fire tickets are pretty cheap, right?
$26.
So I think we should probably. I think if we all went to a fire game, that'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah, that'd be good too.
And I also think that at least you have to watch a few club games. You have to watch at least the Champions League final. That's like imagine like the Super Bowl. That's like the best teams in Europe play, and it happens every year. It's not like the World Cup.
What the most confusing thing for me was what to eat during a World Cup soccer game, like a championship game, Super Bowl, people got nachos, chips,
Similar things.
Wings.
So what'd you have, David?
I mean, I had prosciutto, some Parmesan, and,
But see, this guy, he's got fancy stuff.
I had a pizza.
I didn't know what to eat for World Cup soccer. I was kind of lost with that part.
I was shocked when I got a text message from him, like, holy crap! Holy cow! He's really watching this thing, or he's faking it just to make me feel like.
It's like following like checks every 10 minutes on ESPN. He's like, "Oh, it's a great game."
Yeah, I was actually drawn in, and I was excited to watch it, especially when I actually had a team to root for, and that's what made it more interesting.
Yeah, you got to pick a team in every game, even if it's not your favorite team. You just got to pick a team to have some rooting interest in. So
it was wild because when we watched Argentina and England. Remember, I came back. I wasn't in the studio, but we were talking. I said Argentina was definitely more talented, more artistic. The movement, the ball.
The movement.
In this game, Spain, and here's the thing about Spain. Now, it changed too. Spain was always about the ticky-tack, they call it, right? The little ticky-tack, short passes in and out. But I actually saw Spain where the ball opened up more. And they opened up and they drew everything into the midfield. Argentina, I don't think ever got past that midfield, right?
It didn't seem like it.
Right? No, but Spain, the Spain game.
Jose, Dean did say he loves your hat, so.
Oh, cool.
Compliments.
I got to say one more thing. I'll get you back to the show. I have to give hats off to the goalie for Argentina. He did play a good game.
Yes, he did.
He was making some good stops. The one with his hands, pushed it off to the side there.
They'll always give the man of the match to the best player in the game.
Yeah.
To the team that wins. But let's be real. He was the best player in that game.
I'm trying to see.
He single-handedly brought that game to extra.
You got to help me because I can't see that over there because you get old. But I see some people texting in, and I see something over there that says "Mangia tutti," and is there a name next to that?
Dean Delaney. Mangia tutti.
He's Italian.
He's Italian.
Is he trying to tell me that I eat too much or that I eat everything? What's
you eat everything.
Right?
Who knows?
What up, Dino?
Right, but no, it was Spain played. The game was just the style was a little different. I think there was more ball movement. I think that they opened it up and they really controlled it.
They took it to him.
I really enjoyed what I saw from him. And one last point is David Tees did get to see his first ever red card, and it was a Chelsea player in the World Cup final. So we'll move on from that fast. Argentina would have lost the game anyway. We'll go with that.
Well, no.
I mean, you can't win if you can't score. They just shut them down.
You can't say that Argentina would have lost the game anyway.
I was joking.
But the point is that it was different. Okay, the style, the setup, the lineups. Look, the lineups make a big difference. Okay, when the World Cup started, and you read stats on some of these teams, believe it or not, Spain, where they drew on weakness there was some doubt on some of their defense. Okay, and I don't think Argentina even put their defense to work. I think that goalie could have probably gone, had an espresso in the locker room and come back. They never saw a shot. But the point is that it just the lineups. I think that affected. I think the engagement into the game, the spirit of Argentina. It felt like the United States game in a bit. How they won, right? Mm-hmm. And then they go in against Belgium, and it was almost like they didn't know what the heck they were doing on that field anymore.
They lost everything that they had.
They forgot. It's like, what happened to these guys? I was feeling like I was watching a kids' youth game. And, I mean, Argentina wasn't that bad, but the point is that, hey, 0 shots is 0 shots. That's it.
So, what I was going to say is that we don't have too much time left, and I know you love to give your analysis on questions, but we're going to do a little bit of kind of more rapid-fire style here. We're going to do some awards for the tournament.
Okay.
So we're going to start off with man of the match in the final. Now, I don't care if it goes to the better team, whoever won the game. I'm giving it to Emi Martinez.
That's the good choice.
Man of the match.
In the final.
In the final.
From overall performance? I mean, if you got to go with overall performance, you got Farron, you got Rodrigo. But I'm going to say this. Dave, you were that goalie for Argentina.
Mm-hmm.
That guy earned his paycheck, man.
Yeah, he did.
He earned his paycheck. So if I had to give a man or an MVP just to that game, his performance and then the amount of shots that he took and the amount of saves he had to make, I'd give it to the.
So we have two Emi Martinez?
Yeah.
So what you're going to agree with that one too?
Yeah, he was just playing defense.
He was incredible.
Defense.
If you had to give it on someone for Spain, I would give it to Rodri.
Rodri. What did I say? Rodrigo?
Yeah, you said Rodrigo.
I think that's his full name. So.
Rodri. It's that donut again. Hey, listen, by the way, if my wife is listening, I did not eat a donut.
And you would give it to Rodri too. So we're all agreeing today.
Rodri. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Rodri.
now it's going to get a little bit tighter. We have player of the tournament. We only have a little bit of time left, so let's speed it up.
I'm going with Messi.
I'll switch it up. I'm going to go with Mbappe.
That was my second choice, Mbappe.
All right, you kind of have the decider now.
Did you just say Mbappe?
I said
what's
Mbappe.
wrong with you? Get out.
He had 10 goals.
Yeah, I don't know.
In a World Cup?
In the World Cup, that's awesome.
I know, that's incredible.
I'm gonna say Messi because he carried Argentina through there and he was effective even in his movement and the way he strategized and moved and controlled the field.
Ronaldo. I'm joking.
No, but I'm a fan of Ronaldo. You guys know that. But we saw a Portugal team that didn't play as a team.
Yeah.
So forget it. So, and I don't know, maybe Ronaldo has a little something to do that. I don't know. I saw the defeat in his eyes.
In his eyes.
I'll tell you something else. There's a lot to be. We're not talking about what happened. How about Norway? Should we talk about Norway? Don't do that. Let's talk about Norway.
We have like a minute left.
Oh, come on. We lost 10 minutes at the beginning because this guy didn't have us ready.
5 minutes. You got 4 or 5 minutes.
I thought they ended at 55. Okay.
I'm proud of the USA soccer team.
We got to get through these awards.
I'm going to, Norway, I think, was impressive, and Holland.
We will get to Norway.
Okay, you want Messi?
Messi.
All right, I picked Messi, okay?
You got Messi. Okay, because I will ask you a question that could have Norway as the answer. But we're going to get to the players first. We have young player of the tournament. Kubarsi won it. Player of the tournament, I believe Rodri did win player of the tournament.
Rodri.
Even though it should have been Mbappe.
I'll agree.
It should have been
Mbappe or Messi.
No, I'm going to say Rodri, yeah.
But
who was the youngest player? What did you say?
Young player of the tournament was Kubarsi. I'm giving it to Lamine still. I don't care.
No. But think about what you just said. We talked about that. I didn't think he was that. I mean, he did something for him, but not a lot.
But he made a difference, though. I feel like you can't just look at the goals and assists. I feel like you have to make the overall difference he made on the field. And if you watch that game, every time Lamine got the ball, he looked dangerous.
Man, he also lost it a lot,
He looked unstoppable, right?
Yeah, but he lost it a lot, too.
Yeah.
I'm still giving it to Lamine. I'm going to be
Lamine.
Fabrizio Romano. He's only 19.
They had 2 19-year-old players on the field because Nico Williams, right?
And one of them is arguably the best player in the world. Oh, no. Kubarsi is also.
Kubarsi.
Nico Williams can't be. He's been playing for a while. He can't be.
So Kubarsi's the 19-year-old, right?
Yeah, he's got to be.
So 2 19-year-olds. Can you imagine that? 2 19-year-olds, some of the top players out there.
That's a God-given talent.
Yeah. So, all right. What else? What other questions you got?
So here, wait. My next one was going to be the Golden Glove, best keeper. I don't care if it usually is given to the winning team, so they gave it to Unai Simon. I don't care how far you go. I'm giving it to Vizinha, bro. What he did this World Cup, what he did for his nation, how much he inspired people.
Yeah. I'm going to agree with you on that.
That's what the World Cup means. It means players who come out of nowhere, players who make their nation proud.
Make a name for themselves.
Not just someone who only concedes one goal but plays for the best country in the world.
I'm going to agree
Great
with
performances
you on
from Unai Simon. Great performances from Diogo Costa, Jordan Pickford. But I'm giving it to Vizzini still.
Yeah.
Vizzini.
I'm good with that one.
Me too.
He impressed me. All right, next we have here. What's a word for this? Dark horse team. Which team impressed you the most? And this is where you say Norway. Come on.
For me, it was Morocco and Egypt. And Egypt. Those two teams.
Here's the thing. I think that after Morocco went to the semifinals last year, I feel like we started all believing that Morocco were that team. So I'm going to agree with you on Norway.
So you're saying that they do qualify as a dark horse still, Morocco, or no?
I don't know. I would say that.
I do.
I don't know if there's much as a dark horse as Norway, though. I agree with Norway. I think that's a really good one.
All right, so you got Norway.
Yeah,
who do you
got? Morocco.
All right, just for
But
the
that's
record.
a good one, too.
Just for the record, I called Morocco as one of them at the beginning of the show, right?
Yeah, you did.
You also called Japan, who lost in the round.
I'm going to tell you guys this.
Japan.
Norway, Japan. But I'm going to tell
Italy.
you that the most impressive from the standpoint of Norway and Scotland, but more Norway, they did something. They captured the hearts.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and a lot of other teams did too. You know,
I like Cape Verde.
Yeah.
Japan also did, with
Japan.
like cleaning up the stadiums, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Like you got the celebration.
I mean, hey, listen. Open invitation to the Japan national team. You're welcome to my house anytime. If you clean, you're welcome. No. They captured. You guys, you watched the halftime show, right?
Oh my
see
God.
that they actually
What
did a
was going
whole
on?
Norway thing in that halftime show,
they
right?
Did. I mean, they had like the Muppets perform. It was very interesting.
I thought it was fun.
It was good.
It was
good. Yes.
But yeah, Norway brought and the Scotsmen they brought a lot of attention to the World Cup too. So.
I like Congo too because they got their first international goal and Congo for being part of the FIFA. That's awesome for Congo.
That's awesome, man.
You got 1 minute.
We got music playing. I hear music in my ears. What does that mean? Are we done?
Yes.
Well, not quite yet. I know.
Yeah, 50 seconds.
It's a little sad, guys, that it's ending, but I think you guys we will try to do more a club show.
Yes.
All the leagues and stuff. I also do think we have to look back at it as Americans, look at all we did, look at all the other countries did, and just enjoy what this tournament's been. Right?
100%, brother.
Proud of the USA soccer team this year.
I'm so impressed with this little guy here.
Me too.
This guy
Thank you, guys.
does he get A's in school?
He needs his Gatorade, Andrew.
Good. He needs his Gatorade. I love it. And downtown.
Yes, sir.
I just wanna-
Uptown Andrew.
I would like to thank all the viewers. This has been such an amazing show. And
20
make sure to
seconds.
tune in to Fantasy Football Blitz. Make sure to tune in
Yes.
to Boeder on Sports in the future. We'll try to keep running the show. And it's been an incredible tournament, an incredible few weeks for us. And we would like to thank everybody for listening in, joining in.
Yes.
Just for showing their support.
Here we go. Let's grow the membership.
All
folks.
right, guys. Congratulations
Up
on
to
your first
Chelsea.
World Cup Series shows. All right.
Thank you.
Out.
Go soccer.
See you guys.
IRS $10,000
Are we done?
or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf.
800-234-0316. 800-234-0316. That's 800-234-0316.
The staff at Rayco Printing want to remind you when driving, always drive with care. The life you save are your passengers and you, the driver. It's not the cars that kills, it's the driver. Stay off your iPhone and cell phones at all times. This public safety message brought to you by Rayco Printing, located at 6025 North Cicero Avenue in Chicago. For printing of business cards, letterhead, envelopes, flyers, brochures, and other business items printed, visit raycoprinting.net. Give them a call today at 773-777-6600. Your neighborhood printing specialist.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 10 o'clock.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley. This update brought to you by Progressive. Aurora has launched a special census count in an effort to recover more than $2 million in lost federal funding. City officials say the 2020 census significantly undercounted Aurora's population, costing the city millions each year for services like road maintenance, public safety, and public works. The special census runs through August, with results expected to determine funding beginning in 2028. An Oswego man is being held without pretrial release
released after prosecutors say he punched a woman in the face on the Illinois Prairie Path in Wheaton. Authorities say 48-year-old Marvin Carter approached the woman on July 11th and struck her without warning before walking away. Prosecutors say Carter was already on pretrial release in another aggravated battery